Good morning, Year 6. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I'm going to start off today's video by giving you your Fluent in 5 for today. Fluent in 5 from now on is going to look a little bit different because rather than having 6 questions to answer in 5 minutes, I'm now going to be giving you 7 questions to answer in 5 minutes. Okay, and the reason for that is because we've been practicing Fluent in 5 with 6 questions for quite a bit of time now. And you should have seen that you were increasing your speed and accuracy within the 5 minutes. So I'm now going to be giving you 7 questions to answer in the time. For this week, please do not worry if you notice that your scores go down a little bit, okay, because obviously you have a whole other question to answer in the time as well. Okay, so just try your best. Still, you'll need to get yourself a 5-minute timer ready. Okay, and then here are your questions. When you're ready, off you go. Okay, so the answers to Fluent in 5 for today are these. Well done for completing your first day with 7 questions. Okay, so now for the learning for this week. This week, our focus is going to be on looking at the properties of triangles, and we're going to need to apply our knowledge from last week to do with angles with the learning that we're doing this week. Okay, so I'm just going to start off just by recapping some of the main points that we need to remember from last week. Okay, so first of all, we need to remember obviously that angles measure the amount of turn, so understanding what an angle is. And then these are 3 facts that we need to recall for this week. So first one, angles on a straight line equal 180 degrees. A right angle, which can in the angle bit can look like this, where it's like a square, is 90 degrees or measures 90 degrees. And then finally, angles at a point equal 360 degrees. Okay, so today we're going to be learning to find the angles of a triangle. So we're going to have a look at this first activity together. So it says, draw any 2 triangles on a piece of paper and cut them out. Name the 3 angles on each triangle as shown, and then we're going to cut them out. You have a copy of this on the learning presentation, and on the page after this one, okay, there is a piece of paper that has these 2 triangles on. If you have that printed out, okay, what you can do is you can cut them out like I have done, and then you can do this activity with me, okay? If you're not able to print these out, don't worry, okay? The next bit that I show you, you will be able to have a go at home, okay? So what I'm going to do first of all is follow this instruction here. I'm going to cut out the 3 angles of the triangles and arrange them on a straight line below. Okay, so now that I've cut out my angles of my triangle, I'm going to keep them so that they're together in their triangle bits. Okay, what I'm now going to do is arrange them on my straight line. Okay, so at home you'll need to draw yourself a straight line, and now I'm going to arrange them on that line. Okay, and what I want you to have a think about is, what do you notice? Okay, now that I've arranged them on this straight line, what does that tell us? What does that tell us about the sum of the angles in a triangle? Okay, it tells us, okay, that the angles A plus B plus C equal 180 degrees. Okay, because we know from last week that the sum of the angles on a straight line equal 180 degrees. And we've organised these angles and they fit on my straight line. So that tells me that the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. And this is always true for triangles, okay? And to prove this point further, okay, what we can do is on a piece of just plain paper now, draw yourself a triangle, okay? So you'll need a ruler and something to write with, okay? Just draw yourself a triangle. So a triangle, just a three-sided shape. Try and make it look maybe a little bit different to the triangles that we had earlier. Doesn't matter how big or how small you do it, okay? Now that I've got my triangle, once again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just chop it out. Okay, now on my triangle, what I'm going to do is just mark my angles. And I'm just going to label them. This time I'll do D, E and F. And then chop them out again. Okay, and then once again, organise them onto my straight line. Okay, and then once again you can see, okay, that the angles here do equal 180 degrees. Okay, so for this task, have a go. Okay, draw yourself lots of different triangles, chop them out and see if they do equal 180 degrees. Okay, so sometimes, okay, with a question where we're trying to find the angles of a triangle, you are told that the triangle is not drawn to scale. Okay, so meaning that the angles don't actually measure that, okay, but you still need to find the angle, another angle of the triangle, okay, and I'm going to show you how we do that now. So we're told here that we've got the triangle ABC, okay, and we need to find angle ACB, so this angle here. We're told that the angle BAC is 78 degrees and the angle ABC is 45 degrees. Okay, we know now that the sum of angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. Okay, so what we need to do is we know that our whole is 180 degrees and we know two of the angles. We need to work out the third one. So what we can do is the 180 degrees, subtract 45 degrees, subtract 78 degrees, giving me the answer of 57 degrees. So that tells me that the angle ACB equals 57 degrees. Now, what I'd like you to do is have a go at this question, question number 3. Okay, so pause the video, have a go. Can you work out the unknown angles in each of the triangles? And then I'll go through the answers. Okay, let's just go through those answers now to see if you got them correct. So for A, you are trying to find the angle EDF. Okay, you're told that this angle here, DEF, equals 32 degrees, and this angle here, DFE, equals 86 degrees. Okay, so what I need to do in order to work out this angle is 180 degrees, subtract 32 degrees, subtract 86 degrees, which equals 62 degrees. So well done if you got that correct. B, you are trying to work out angle PRQ. Okay, you're told that this angle is 20 degrees and this angle is 18 degrees. Okay, before I even work out the size of this angle, I can tell just by looking at it that it's an obtuse angle. It's going to be more than 90 degrees. So let's see if I was right. 180 degrees, subtract 20 degrees, subtract 18 degrees, equals 142 degrees. So yes, it is an obtuse angle. what I would like you to do now is, if you have a look at the learning presentation, there will be a copy of this slide here. And what you need to do is find the unknown marked angles for each of these triangles. Okay, so using the strategy that I've just shown you, work out the unmarked angles. The answers are then on the next page of the presentation. Once you've done that, I would like you to complete the tasks for today, which can be found on the website. And then if you come back tomorrow, I will go through the answers. Good luck.